real estate will never be the same. 2025 is changing the game in ways most people are not ready for. But here's the thing. If you know what's coming, then you can ride the wave instead of getting crushed by it. In this video, I'm going to share 7 shocking trends that can make or break your next move in real estate. Let's get into it. What's going on, everybody? It's Jamel Gibbs, your family-oriented entrepreneur. Welcome to another video. Whether you're a homeowner, an investor, or just trying to figure out if now is the best time to buy or sell real estate, the information I'm going to cover in this video is something that nobody's talking about, but everybody needs to know. Let's get into trend number 1. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, artificial intelligence. It's already being used to analyze deals, to predict market trends, to write property descriptions. All the pros are using it. Real estate investors, realtors, we're all using it in order to cut hours of work down to mere seconds. So if you're not hopping on artificial intelligence in 2025, you're already falling behind. So AI is completely changing the game right now. So hop on this new technology early or you're going to regret it later. Artificial intelligence is here to stay. And at the end of the day, it's making life a lot easier for investors and real estate professionals alike. Let's move into trend number 2. Trend number 2, virtual house flipping is exploding. Now look, this is not a brand new strategy. It's been around for over 20 years. I remember when it first came out, investors first started doing this. But obviously years have gone by. Things have changed. Technology has changed. Things got a lot easier to do. Why is it in such demand? Because again, people are looking for the easy button. Just like with artificial intelligence, they're looking for the easy button. People like ease of use. Look, if you don't need a crew, if you don't need to sling a hammer, if you don't need a real estate license to do this, if you don't even need to leave the comfort of your own home in order to make this happen, then why not? Again, people are looking for that easy button. And that's what virtual house flipping allows you to do. People are literally wholesaling and flipping houses from their laptops on their kitchen tables, closing deals in markets they've never been to. Again, the easy button. This is what people are looking for. And this is the trend that you need to be up on as well. I literally wrote the book called Laptop House Flips, where I show you how to make money flipping houses in just 2 to 3 hours per day without money and without credit, right from your laptop, right from the comfort of your own home. So you don't need cash or credit. You don't even need a license. You don't need experience to do this. And if you want to get started, I provided a link in the description called Partner Up, where you can download a free agreement that allows you to partner with any wholesaler in the entire country and start flipping houses right from your laptop right now. So be sure to check the link in the description box for that free download. Trend number 3, let's talk about fractional ownership and how it's going mainstream right now. You got sites like Picasso and Lofty that's allowing average everyday people to get their slice of vacation rentals without having to come up with the credit and all the money to buy these properties on their own. These average everyday people can literally invest just a few $100s and get their slice of a vacation rental in today's market. That's what's happening in 2025 right now. It's basically like Airbnb meets Robinhood. So real estate is finally democratized, and 2025 is the breakout year for it. Now, just as a side note, I'm not a huge fan of fractional ownership. I like majority ownership in everything that I do. Not saying that fractional ownership is a bad thing. I just like to have more control. That's the purpose when it comes to real estate investing. In my case, I like to have more control of a property, and I like to keep more of the cash flow, more of the ownership. It allows more flexibility for me. But fractional ownership in this regard didn't exist in 2002 when I first started. And for those of you just getting started in real estate now, you have the option to do it. You can get started again with literally a few $100s if you don't have the thousands upon thousands of dollars to buy these vacation rentals to get started. So if you don't have the means to buy rental properties or take control of these rental properties using short-term rental strategies, then one of these websites might be the way for you to go. But I encourage you to always do your research. I'm just a guy talking on the internet right now about what's working in 2025. Do your research. Make sure you know what you're doing, and don't invest more than you can afford to lose. So if it's a few $100s, invest a few $100s. If it's thousands, invest thousands. If it's nothing, don't invest at all. Sit and wait on the sidelines until you're ready to make your next move. But fractional ownership is definitely a play in 2025. Let's move into trend number 4. Trend number 4, inventory. The big question. Everybody's been asking, will inventory bounce back in 2025? And you want my honest answer? Probably not likely. Why do I ask that? Very simple. You still have builders that are behind right now. And even though we recently had interest rates held steady by the Fed, they're still talking about dropping rates at least 2 more times this year in 2025. So if rates drop Demand could explode while supply stays stuck. And here's the thing, only time will tell, because at the next Fed meeting, they can change their mind and hold the rate steady even longer. And that's obviously going to affect the market moving forward. So what's the translation for all of this? Prices could stay stubborn at the end of the day. Now, as I've mentioned in my previous video, this is all market contingent. Real estate is a very local business. So you got to see what's happening in your local market and adjust your investment strategy accordingly. You can't look at national news and make local decisions. You have to make your decisions based on what's happening in your local market. Some markets will still be hot. Some markets won't. What's happening locally, make your decisions based on that. From a national level, if you're asking me, will inventory bounce back? Probably not likely. Let's move into trend number 5. Trend number 5, remote work is not dead. Suburban areas and small towns are still red hot right now. Why? Because during the pandemic, people figured out that they still like their space. People figured out that they still like peace that you don't necessarily get in the larger cities. And they also figured out that they still like lower costs. So these suburban areas and these small towns are red hot because of it. Now, how do you benefit from this as a real estate investor? Very simple. Watch the migration patterns. The money flows where the people go. So you definitely want to be looking into these suburban areas, these small towns, because that's where your money is going to follow as well. Let's move into trend number 6. Trend number 6, smart and green homes are in demand in 2025. Now, this actually took me by surprise when I was doing my research on this, because I'm not a fan of these solar panels on top of these houses. I'm also not a fan of these solar panel companies slapping liens on people's houses, preventing them from being able to sell. But people are tired of these high-priced utility companies. So they're going a smart and green way in order to be able to try and save some money. So you got things like smart thermostats, solar panels, EV chargers. These are the things that buyers are looking for in these homes. They're looking for tech-forward homes more than ever before. And on top of that, these smart thermostats, these solar panels, these EV chargers, they're all starting to add appraised value to homes. Not like before. They're actually adding value to homes these days. So if you're flipping a property or if you're building a brand new property, new construction, it might be smart to start adding some of these things into these properties, because they're only going to help you sell faster. It's going to open up your buying pool a lot more, and it can possibly get you more money for the properties as well. So smart and green homes are in demand. That's trend number 6. Let's move into trend number 7. Trend number 7, creative financing is back. Again, I've been talking about this in several videos. I never really stopped talking about this on my channel. It never really went anywhere. But for some reason, people think that it's gone somewhere and it's back right now. Is not true. Creative finance has always been here, and it will always be here as long as we live in a negotiating society. So as I've mentioned in previous videos, with high interest rates, creative finance is the solution to these problems. So when you think about seller financing, subject twos, lease options, these are the strategies that smart investors like myself have always implemented, but we're doing it even more so now because we don't want to go to banks to get loans. If you know how to structure creative finance deals, 2025 is definitely a playground. Now, I have a complete system on how creative finance works and how you can start using creative finance in your real estate investing business. It's called hybrid wholesaling. It's a mix of wholesaling and using creative finance in order to make fast cash in real estate. It's part of my real estate investing academy. And if you want to check out the details on Academy, check the link in the description box below. So those are the 7 shocking trends for 2025. I hope you guys found value out of this video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Also leave a comment. Which one of these strategies will you be using in 2025 in order to start or take your real estate investing business to the next level? And don't forget to download that free JV agreement in the description box below as well. I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Take care.